Welcome back. The news in details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi exchanged Ramadan greeting messages with heads of state and kings of the Arab and Islamic nations. The president also sent similar message to Egyptian Muslims abroad. Meanwhile, the president received Ramadan greeting messages from high-ranking officials who extended their best wishes to the president. Earlier on Sunday, the Grand Mufti of the Republic, Shawqi Alem, announced that the holy month of Ramadan will start on Tuesday. In a statement, Egypt's Dar al-Ifta said that Monday would be the last day of Shaban for the 1442 Hijri year. The Muslim holy fasting month of Ramadan will begin on Tuesday, April the 13th in Egypt and Lebanon. Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held a joint press conference with visiting Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov after earlier talks in Cairo. The talks covered means of boosting Egyptian-Russian relations on all fields, as well as a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. More details.
Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry held talks on Monday with visiting Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov. The talks cover means of boosting Egyptian-Russian relations in all fields, as well as a number of regional and international issues of mutual concern. The talks cover joint projects including Al Daba nuclear power station and the Russian industrial zone. After the talks, the two ministers held a joint press conference. Speaking during the press conference, Shoukry said that the talks covered the disputed Ethiopia's dam. He noted also that Egypt has shown flexibility in the talks, adding that Ethiopia prevented the negotiations. He noted also that Egypt hopes that Russia's relation with three countries would help in pushing talks and preventing unilateral actions. Shoukry also said that Egypt and Russia are coordinating efforts to restart the Palestinian-Israeli talks after Palestinian elections. For his part, Lavrov said that Ethiopia's dam dispute should be settled through the three-way talks. Lavrov stressed on the importance of respecting the Syrian sovereignty and Syrians' right to self-demonstration. He added that conditions should be created for reconstruction and the return of refugees. The talk also covered means of supporting efforts to maintain peace and stability in Libya and to back the political process in the country.
And for more on the Russian Foreign Minister's visit to Cairo, we're joined over the phone by Ambassador Suad Shalabi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ambassador Shalabi, good day to you.
Good afternoon.
Ambassador Shalabi, what are the most important issues covered in today's talks between Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry and his Russian counterpart?
The relationship between the Russian Federation and Egypt has been very strong. And lately, these bilateral high-level visits will improve the coordination between the two nations. And of course, there was this the press conference that was held today, and it stressed on the importance of the role of Russia, of the Russian Federation, to play a bigger role and influential role on its relations with Ethiopia. Of course, they understand very well, Russia understands very well the situation of Egypt and the uncompromising position of Ethiopia. But still they seek, Russia insists that Egypt and Sudan and Ethiopia should continue to negotiate and to mediate to reach a peaceful solution, especially that African solutions to African problems is the motto of the African Union. So they are insisting that we should go back to the mediation table. Also, another point in in the negotiation in the press conference was the Syria, the relations with Syria, with Libya, and also the most important is the Palestinian issue, which is high on the table because of the elections that will take place very soon.
And since you mentioned all these issues that were discussed in the talks and also mentioned in the press conference, how important is coordination between Egypt and Russia in dealing with regional issues such as the situation in Libya, the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, the developments in Syria, and also the war on terrorism?
Well, the Russian Federation is going to, they have, together with the Minister Lavrov, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Russia, and Minister Shukri have talked about reviving the quartet, which is very important in solving many issues, especially the Palestinian issue, which has stopped for a long time to negotiate. And since Russia is a member of the Security Council, then Egypt is relying a lot on its position in standing firm on issues that are of mutual responsibility and mutual interest between Russia and Egypt. Mm-hmm. And also they have a lot in common with Egypt. For instance, in their position with Syria, they want to go back, that Syria go back to the Arab League and to become a permanent member in the Arab League like before, and also to respect the elections, the local elections that will take place, and the presidential elections that will take place in Syria. And also the security in Libya is very important for both Egypt and for the Russian Federation.
Yes.
Because it will for sure keep the situation in Europe more safe because of the illegal immigration and because of the terrorist activities that are taking place in the sub-Saharan region that has been threatening the peace between Libyan factions.
Yes. Ambassador Suad Shalabi, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you very much for being with us in this edition of Panorama News. And we move on with more local news as Egypt reported 812 new coronavirus infections, bringing the total number of cases to 210,489 people since the outbreak hit the country in mid-February last year. The Health Ministry also reported 40 new deaths, bringing the total number of fatalities to 12,445. The ministry added that 445 patients were discharged from hospitals, rising the number of those who have recovered to 159,449 people. The novel coronavirus has killed at least 2.9 million people since the outbreak emerged in China in December 2019. At least 135